Hello Gems, Leah from Red Emerald Yoga. Welcome back to my channel for today's Soul Alignment Check-In reading. So today we're going to be using The Unfolding Path by Athene Noctua and Rebecca Campbell's The Healing Waters Oracle. Okay, go ahead and choose a found beach stone that resonates with you. I'll hold them up close so you can see. This one will be for pile 1. It's just a smoothish gray beach stone, and I was really interested in these lines that appear to be carved into the stone. Pile 2 is this smooth black beach stone. It's a very grounding stone. Pile 3, I believe this is a piece of sandstone. This one feels really light for its size. Pile 4, this is a smoothish flat rock that I found. I just kind of like the way that it fit in my hand. It was perfect for rubbing with my thumb. It was very calming during a stressful event. So that's a very calming stone. And this one for pile 5, this is another piece of sandstone. I really like the shape. It almost looks like a pendant shape, and it looks like it wanted to be a hagstone, but it never quite made it. So go ahead and choose your timestamp below for pile 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and I will see you in your reading. Pile 1, you can just stay put and we'll get right into that. Hello, pile 1. If you have selected this gray beach stone with the little lines, then this reading is for you. Okay, let's begin. Card number 1. What am I inviting into my life right now? Here we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you may feel like you're in this card right here recently. Maybe you've been there for a while. Like you just can't get out of it. Like you're just energetically stuck. Like something has literally sucked your will to live, your life force energy, your passion, your drive. That's been robbed from you. It's been taken. You just don't know how to get past. But what you're inviting into your life right now is kind of pulling you out of this. I feel like you're right on the cusp of being able to leave this 5 of Cups in reverse. Well, the 5 of Cups card, because your card is in the reverse. What is this opportunity bringing into my life? Two of Wands in the reverse. I feel like instead of looking at the world like, oh, what external thing can I bring into my life to make me feel alive? How can somebody else light my spark? How can somebody else make me feel loved? How can somebody else make me happy? How can somebody else make me whole, perfect, and complete? This opportunity is bringing you to the awareness that you already have what it is that you're looking for. You already have what it is that will make you feel whole, perfect, complete, loved. Whatever it is that you feel that you've lost, like nobody else can make you happy. That growth is going to come from within. You don't need to look outside of yourself for that. How is this opportunity in alignment with my soul purpose? Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, I love it. Queen of Swords is the boss. She's the shit. She does not let people put her down. She does not let people make her feel less than. I feel like this, whatever it is that you're inviting into your life right now, it's going to help you embody this energy of the Queen of Swords. She's severe. Okay, she's gone through a lot. She's experienced a lot. She does have like these things that come through, you know, these memories, these words that were spoken to her or about her. But she does not let that define her. Okay? She's got her little crow dude here. I feel like that's her companion, her shadow. Like she's in touch with it. Normally, I really get that strong shadow aspect with the Queen of Wands, but in this deck, I strongly get it with the Queen of Swords. I love how she's just rocking her really sleek and sexy black dress, and she's got her crow there. I'm really drawn to how front and center stage these butterflies are. To me, it reminds me of transformation. It's growth. Your soul purpose is to empower yourself and perhaps learn how to empower others by your experience, by what you've gone through. What is my best course of action with this opportunity? Nine of Cups. Be grateful. Be grateful for everything. I'm going to leave a meditation for you in the description, okay? So go ahead and please do that after you watch this video. But I feel like this is giving gratitude and thanks to all of the things that you have done well in your life, all of the things that you do well. For all of the relationships and the people who are still in your life supporting you. Yes, you may have lost something, but look at what you have. I also feel like this would be giving thanks and gratitude to what you've lost, because it is teaching you an important lesson. You are growing from it, as painful as it is. It's a part of your journey. What lesson am I discovering in this process? The Ace of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this would be to release, to let it go. If you truly love this thing, this person, you have to set it free. This thing, this person does not wish to be with you, can't be with you right now. And your attachment to it is holding you back. And you're learning how to set things free. You're learning how to move on. I also feel like this would be releasing pent up emotions. I feel like this would be crying. This would be journaling. But I feel like this is just like, there's so much emotion, there's so much love, and there's so much growth and transformation happening here. This is what your oracle card has to say. She who flows. Oh my gosh. And that's literally what's happening here with this Ace of Cups card. Like you're just like dumping all of your emotions out. You're letting what has been blocked and repressed, you're letting that out. Ease, being open to change. Go with the flow of life. And I don't know if you can make it out, but there's like two people dancing here. And then there's just like this river of emotion coming forth. I'm going to go to the book and see what it has to say, and then I will tell you how I believe it's tying into your reading. She who flows. This card says ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. Water is the most powerful force on our planet. It has the potential to destroy everything in its path or be embracing, still, and gentle. When a river meets a rock, it doesn't try to move it. Instead, it embraces it and flows around it. It doesn't question why the rock is there. It sees it as part of its path. Oh my gosh, and I was literally drawn to the lines on this rock, like they were carved, and I felt like that's what happened from the water, I'm hoping this is showing up on the camera. There's just like these lines, like where the water was flowing, just carving into the rock, going with the flow. Water teaches us how to flow with life, how to greet the obstacle on our path with open arms and receive life fully. In this way, the world's waters have literally shaped and crafted the entire landscape of the planet that we know and love today. Mountains and valleys, coastlines and woodlands, all are the result of water embracing life. The ancient Greek goddess Rhea was the daughter of Gaia, Earth, and Uranus, Heaven. She's also referred to as Cybele. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am. Cybele, mother of us all. In his work, Cratylus, the philosopher, Plato referred to Rhea as a stream, or she who flows. Perhaps Rhea herself has much to share with us about how to truly flow with what happens on our journey, whether expected or unexpected. Call upon her to support you in embracing any unexpected changes you're facing. This card invites us to stop seeing the unexpected things in life as obstacles and instead to treat them as invitations to embrace life, to find a way to soften and embrace what occurs rather than try to avoid it or fight it, to flow with rather than resist. There are 2 journaling questions for you, so please pause the video, grab a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper, and write these down. The first one is, what unexpected obstacles are you resisting or fighting against right now? I'll read it again. What unexpected obstacles are you resisting or fighting against right now? Journaling question number 2 is, what would happen if you embraced them as part of your path? I'll read it again. What would happen if you embraced them as part of your path? Yes, so I do feel like that is being reflected in the cards. Like your obstacle, the thing that you don't want to let go of. That you are on the path. You're destined to become powerful if you learn how to let go, if you learn how to embrace life, how to enjoy what is available to you now. To go with the flow. If things change, if things are removed, just to go with it. Like, you know what? I'm learning a lesson. You know what? Those people are just not on my same path. It's okay. I release you. I let you go. So, pile 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now, gems. Hello, pile 2. If you have selected this black beach stone, this reading is for you. Okay, let's begin. Card number 1. What am I inviting into my life right now? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, I'm wondering if you are inviting some bit of bad luck, some misfortune to happen, but I'm feeling like it's by your own design. Collecting some bad karma. Now, I don't mean like bad karma, like, oh, you cut that lady off and now something bad's going to happen to you. Karma is just like work. Like you're doing things that are not in alignment with your soul purpose. They're not in alignment with your greater good. Like, you could do better and you're choosing not to. What is this opportunity bringing into my life? Ten of Cups. Normally I see this as a family card. I see this, this could be like blood family. This could also be like your closest circle of friends that you consider to be family. Okay. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of love being poured out in this card, and there's a feeling of contentment. I'm wondering if you're causing these misfortunate things or these negative situations to occur so that way you could receive love. You could receive attention, affection. Please don't think that I'm judging you. Sometimes this is an actual trauma response. It can happen, not by your own design or even by your fault, but it can be related to your childhood, okay? I'm really drawn to this child here and how she's happy and like everybody's loving on her and giving her attention. How is this opportunity in alignment with my soul purpose? The Sun in the reverse. I would have to say that this is not in alignment with your soul purpose. I feel like this attention, this affection, this short-lived gratification is not actually what you want. It doesn't actually make you happy in the long term. And that's probably because you're looking for this affection, this love, you know, this validation by these orchestrated events. And you're also looking outside of yourself. What is my best course of action with this opportunity? So you have, you know, this habit, this loop, this karmic loop that you're kind of stuck in, right? This pattern. And now what? It's being brought to your attention. What do you do with it? Card 4. I see a lot of sulking going on. You know, like these things keep ruminating in your head and you're like, oh, you know, this is why I feel bad. This is why, you know, I'm unhappy. This is why, whatever it is. And there's this other opportunity available to you. There's another way. Like whenever you're in a situation, you have choices as to how you're going to react. And instead of going for this choice, your go-to response, this card is saying your best course of action is to take a pause. Think about which way you're going to go. You're going to make like this unfortunate, you're going to choose misery, you know, and chaos. Make yourself be like a victim, you know, a martyr, like, oh, poor me, look what happened to me. Or you're going to turn around and make a better choice. This one's brimming. It's overflowing with possibilities. This is where the love, this is where the magic truly lies. But you're ignoring it. You're like, no, this is what I do. This is what's worked in the past. You know, this, when I do this, I get reward. I feel love. Like this card is saying to slow down. Think about your choices and maybe do something unexpected. Do something different. What lesson am I discovering in the process? 7 of Swords. I feel like you're taking back your power. You may have been disempowered. You might have been made to feel petty and small, stupid. Like you were always in the way, like you were bad in some way. And this card is saying, you know what? Like you've got to, nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody's going to hand you your power. You're going to have to take it. You have to reclaim it. And how do you do that? It starts here with your choices. It starts here today. It starts now. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. That's already done. It's already over. But you can choose to reclaim your dignity. You can choose to reclaim your reputation. You can choose to write your story and cast you as the hero instead of the villain, instead of the victim. Take your power back. Let's see what your oracle card has to say. Water codes. Ancient wisdom. The intelligence is within you. I'm going to go to the book and see what this has to say, and then we'll see how it's tying into your reading. Ancient wisdom. The intelligence is within you. Water has long been associated with wisdom. Celtic legend says that the goddess Ceridwen had a magic cauldron in which she brewed herbs, and that anyone who drank from these waters would acquire great wisdom. Brigid is another Celtic goddess associated with water, particularly water wells, many of which were named in her honor. Even today, there's a huge shrine to her at Glastonbury's White Springs. It was once believed that the future king of the land had to drink Brigid's well waters to be initiated into his rule. Masaru Emoto proposed that water molecules can carry our thoughts, words, and emotions. This theory has the potential to change so much for humanity. Some believe that through connecting with water consciousness, we can unlock lost wisdom. What if we could remember the lost wisdom of our ancient ancestors, learn from their mistakes, and reconnect to those wise ones who lived in deep reverence of the waters and the earth? What if, through working with water, we could bring about healing on this water planet? You're an ancestor of times yet to come, called to reconnect with the wisdom of nature and the waters and be guided accordingly. You're a visionary of these times. Connect to the intelligence of the waters and lead. Yeah, it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself. It's time to pick up this cup with all the possibilities. I'm going to go into just some additional insights, but really quick, I want you to pause the video, grab a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper, and write down these journaling questions, okay? I feel like since our bodies are mostly water, I feel like that's tied into how are you communicating with yourself? What kind of words do you tell yourself? Are you telling yourself the same things that you heard as a child? Are you putting yourself down? Are you telling yourself that you can't? That this is the only thing, this is the only way to do it? Well, if you keep telling yourself, then that will be true for you until you change the way that you think, the way that you speak to yourself. That will always be your truth. It has to start with you. I feel like this is even doing some sort of water purification. This could be like taking a bath, taking a shower, and imagining all of those, the old you being washed away. The old habits, the old deeds that you used to do. I feel like you were kind of shoved in to this kind of villain role. Maybe you're the black sheep of the family. Maybe everything was always your fault, even when it wasn't. But I feel like just washing that away, imagining that that's being swept away down the drain, holding your water or whatever it is that you're drinking, and setting an intention, holding it with two hands, closing your eyes, really connecting with it, and putting that intention, that love, into your glass, and then consuming it. So there is a Healing Waters activation. You can write this down. You can say it to yourself. You can say it to your beverage of choice, preferably water or something made from water like tea. You can speak that into the mirror. So go ahead and write this down. It says, I'm ready to unlock the lost wisdom within the waters of the world. I'm ready to unlock the lost wisdom within the waters of myself. I'm ready to remember and to be led. I love that. And how will you be led? By doing some more journaling, by figuring out what is it that sparks joy in you? What would it take to make you happy? What would it take to make you feel whole, perfect, and complete? What does your inner child need to hear? What used to make you happy as a child? What did you love doing more than anything, and why did you stop? Can you do it again? I remember I was at the beach and there was this guy and he was dancing around and he had these bubbles and he was blowing bubbles all over the beach and people were laughing at him and pointing and taking video of him. And they were talking about what an idiot he was and, you know, making fun of him. How many shrooms did he have? And I just thought it was the greatest thing ever. Was he on shrooms? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. And there was a crown. There was a crown on a table. And I was like, dude, you have to put the crown on. You're the bubble king. And so he put it on and like all the little kids all over the beach were just like dancing in the bubble king's bubbles. And it was a beautiful thing. And I just like, that's what I think of when I see this sun card in the reverse. What is your bubble king moment? Like, how can you reconnect with your childhood? How can you reconnect to innocent joy, innocent bliss? Do that. That's where it begins. So pile 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me and I will see you soon. Bye for now, gems. Hello, pile 3. If you have selected this stone, this reading is for you. Okay, card number 1. What am I inviting into my life right now? Judgment. Okay. I feel like you're setting the scales right. Like you may be paying old karmic debts. You may be setting things right in the universe. I love it. I feel like you're bringing a balance. I feel like your eyes are open and you're really looking for truth. What is this opportunity bringing into my life? The Hierophant in the reverse. I feel like you're really starting to see things differently. Things where you may have had very firm and rigid beliefs about something. This doesn't have to be limited to religious beliefs, but just things that you were like very rigid and stuck on, unyielding. You're kind of looking at them in a different way. You're reevaluating your beliefs. I really feel like that has to do with your eyes being open. Or really coming into a longing for the truth. For what is right. How is this opportunity in alignment with my soul purpose? I see you honing your skills. What skills are you working on? Is this a job? Is this a hobby? Is this just a passion? There's something you're very passionate about. And I feel like this new way of seeing the world, this new way of seeing people, this new way of just coming in with the eyes open, of seeing both sides before making an opinion. You're not letting other people make your decisions for you. You're not being influenced by social media, by a celebrity, by a song, like old belief systems. You're just looking at it for what it is. And you're like, okay, let me make my own decision now. I've taken in all the facts. You know what I mean? I'm weighing the scales, make my own unbiased opinion, my own decision. And I feel like you're going to bring that into your real world situation. You're going to bring that into your work. You're going to bring that into your interactions with people. I love how she looks like she's a ballet dancer. And I feel like I don't normally get this feeling from the Eight of Pentacles, but I feel like within this card, it's going to allow you to move with ease and grace. Kind of like I get the feeling of like your heart being light as a feather, because ballerinas are really light on their feet. They can almost land down like with their full weight and almost not make a sound. I mean, they do make a sound, but it's not as loud as if like I was making the sound. Like if I was jumping, I would make a much bigger sound. So and then here with the feathers and it being judgment, I'm really drawn to that like Egyptian myth of how the heart was weighed against the feather before they could enter into the afterlife. So that's what I'm feeling. Like it's just gonna, like you're gonna have this light and this carefree way about you. You're gonna be able to move and just like go through life with this sense of grace. What is my best course of action with this opportunity? Strength. Oh, normally I see this as like having to have internal strength. She's taming the lion through her soft and gentle nature. With a kiss. I feel like this card is telling you that even though you are going to be light and graceful and kind of carefree and like you're, oh yeah, you're not so rigid, you're not so bound, you're no longer deceived, but you also have that ferocity of the lion within you. You're not going to be a pushover. Don't let other people perceive this new you as weak. There may be times when you might have to bring out your claws. There may be people who are unhealthy for you, and you're going to have the strength to set up a strong and healthy boundary. Yes, you can still love them, but you also need to show them that you are not weak. What lesson am I discovering in the process? Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Swords is like, it's a seed that holds all of the potential energy of the entire suit of swords. What lesson am I discovering? Everything. Infinite possibilities. Everything is so new and fresh, and you're like, wow, there's a whole world of information available to me that I just never paid attention to or didn't care to look at. And it's just like everything, and it's flowering and it's growing, and it's just like being sucked into this vortex, you know? Like, is the sword and the crown coming out of that, or are you being sucked in? I don't know. I kind of feel like it's being extended out, but it's luring you in. You know what I mean? Like, look what's available to you, but you've got to come and chase it. That's the hole you're going down. It's like an energetic rabbit hole. I love it. You're learning all the things. This card says thank you. Gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. And I love how these little rays of light, they kind of look like a lotus flower to me. I'm going to go to the book and see what this has to say, and then I will tell you how I believe it's tying into your reading. Gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. Water is life. Wherever there's water, there's life. It's the ultimate blessing. It's the thing that sustains us the most. Life isn't possible without it, and yet most of us take water for granted. In our busy modern world, it's easy to become disconnected from the truly sacred things that are supporting and sustaining us. To take the simple things and the people closest to us for granted, assuming that they'll always be there, sometimes it takes the threat of going without something for us to realize it's even there. To truly appreciate what we believe we could not go without. This card is an invitation to reflect on and appreciate those things that support and sustain us the most. From water to loved ones, what are you most grateful for? Who are you most appreciative of? I feel like you should write those down and journal on them. I feel like that commercial, but wait, there's more. It says, how are you being called to offer thanks? How can you honor the things that hold you the most? Please feel free to pause, rewind, write those down with an actual paper, pencil, or pen and journal on those for at least 15-20 minutes. When we open our eyes to what's truly holding us, the way we look at our life changes. And the more thanks we give, the more abundance we realize is there. The more we honor those who give to us, the more connected to life we feel. And offering thanks is a way of giving back too. When we acknowledge the support that we have in our lives already, we're more easily able to see the sacred that's woven through it all. I love that. It has a soul inquiry, which is another question. Write this one down too. It says, what are you most thankful for in your life that you may have overlooked? Wow. Okay, so one thing I want to point out is that water is associated with the suit of cups, and I don't see any cups in your reading. And I'm wondering if, like, with this judgment card, what you're inviting into your life, I felt like it was truth and really weighing the scales, a time of not being deceived and reevaluating, you know what I mean? Like old belief, strongly held beliefs, very rigid beliefs. Learning all the things, being sucked in, you know? I'm wondering if you're feeling like disconnected to the people you once held dear to you. And you're like in a learning stage, like everything is like very analytical and you're just like weighing facts, you know, like you're just kind of in like this judgment role right here. I'm wondering if you don't feel that close to people, or you don't know who you can trust, or you haven't really found your tribe. So I also would like you to journal on that too. Like, what does your tribe look like? Who are your people? You know, how would you feel? How do you want to feel? What kind of people do you want in your tribe? I remember I spent years trying to change family members and trying to change friends and trying to show them the truth. Like, look, look at these studies. Look at this fact. You know, look at this. Look at all of this proof and this, you know, to whatever point I was trying to make. And they just like were just like eyes glazed over, like not hearing it, like whatever, because those people were not my tribe. Even my family members, like those were not my tribe. We're on different paths. And it took me a long time to just like be in a state where like, okay, I can let you go and I can let you be you. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to keep being me and I will eventually find my tribe. And it took something very much out of my control. I wanted to control this situation. I did not want this to be removed from my life because I thought I needed it. I thought that's what I wanted. And when it was removed from my life, that's when I found my tribe. And I was just sitting there and I remember I was just like literally cracking up, laughing out loud, tears coming down my face. And I was like, whoa, that was so easy. All I had to do was let go of these people that were weighing me down, these people that were stressing me out, because I couldn't save them. I couldn't fix them, but that was not my job. My job was to just let them be. I had to let them go. And once I let them go, it created like this energetic vortex and my tribe came in. So if you happen to fall in that situation, I just felt like I should tell you that. Sometimes you gotta let them go and you will find your tribe. I was really drawn to where it said, the more we honor those who give to us. Like, do you feel like you have people in your life who there's kind of like an equal exchange of energy? You know, like with this judgment, I feel like everything is like really balanced. Like, do you have that? Or is that what, like, why you're inviting this into your life? Because that's what you're longing for. That's what you're craving. I feel like it's so important to give thanks, to give gratitude. There is a gratitude meditation in the description. I strongly encourage you to do that meditation. So pile 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now, gems. Hello, pile 4. If you have selected this stone, this reading is for you. Okay, let's begin. Card number 1. What am I inviting into my life right now? 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I feel like this could be... I don't feel like these are physical things. I feel like these are energetic things. This could be like other people's burdens, other people's stress, other people's problems. I feel like you're making other people's bullshit, their stress, their drama, your own. Okay? For some of you, this could be looking for someone to help you unpack some of your own baggage. Okay, so see which camp you fall into. For some of you, it might even be both. Okay. Card 2, what is this opportunity bringing into my life? Four of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you were in a time of rest, in a time of not taking action. You may have been sick. You may have been, I'm having a brain fart. What's that word? Burned out. You may have been feeling burned out, but I feel like this opportunity, this what thing that you're bringing into your life is creating opportunity for you to come out of that. So whether you're like, oh, let me help you, let me fix you, I don't have to worry about myself. I'm wondering if you're already feeling burned out, if you're neglecting your self-care, you're neglecting your rest, you're neglecting your personal space, you're letting other people bring all of their problems into your space, dreaming about it, it's just swirling around you. Well, you should be resting. I feel like that's what you're bringing into your life. It's what you're inviting, and that's the opportunity that you're bringing into your life. It's one of lack of rest. What you're not taking care of yourself. I feel like you're creating the opportunity for burnout. You're creating the perfect storm, the perfect opportunity to just be depleted. Like your battery's literally being drained. Somebody's stealing your Wi-Fi signal. How is this opportunity in alignment with my soul purpose? It's not. Instead of going forward, instead of making progress, moving towards your goals, you're going backwards, or you're just not moving. You're at a standstill with yourself because you're too busy with everybody else's bullshit. And look where he's pointing. He's pointing to the rest card. Take time for yourself. Turn off your phone. Turn off your notifications. Get off of social media. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Don't go to that party. Don't go to that event. Stay home and go to bed with your, without your device. I love how there's these flowers on the bed. So maybe diffusing some essential oils that are calming and soothing to you. Maybe you're playing some gentle solfeggio music. Maybe you're doing a yoga nidra. It's lulling you into a state of calm and relaxation. He's saying, in order to be in alignment with your soul purpose, you've got to take care of you. What is my best course of action with this opportunity? The world in the reverse. The world in the reverse. I feel like this is not something, this course of action that you're on, that you're doing, like what you're currently engaged in. This is not something that you need to see through to the end. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, you know what? My situation has changed. My schedule has changed. My plans have changed. I can't do this. I don't have time for this. I just can't right now. It's okay to say no. What lesson am I discovering in the process? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Swords is a charger, man. He rushes in, he takes action without even thinking about it. He's like, oh yeah, White Knight, baby. I'm here to save your day. This is your knight in, the typical, not in this card, but he's like the White Knight on the white horse, charging in to save the damsel in distress. And this card is saying, whoa, easy there. Easy there, knight. Easy there, soldier. Put on the brakes. This is not a battle that you need to charge headfirst into and get ambushed. Slow down. You're learning through all of this shenanigans, all this bullshit, other people's stuff that people are jumping on you, that you're willingly welcoming because your intentions are probably really good. You're probably a nurturing person. I don't know, maybe you're like a Cancer or a Virgo or something and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm here to save the world. This card is saying you actually don't. Oh my God, you literally got the world card. You don't need to save the world. Like, and I mean like not like Earth, but like whatever this world card is, whoever you've made obligations to, whoever you're trying to help, whoever you're trying to see through to the end and save and fix. You don't need to save the world. Look at him. He's got his tie loosened up. And he looks like he's at maybe like at a wedding or some fun event. Maybe it's a graduation or prom, and he's like dancing. You know, he's having fun. But like, where's your fun? What do you do for fun? How do you let loose? How do you, you know, unwind? What are you doing for fun? The swords are the suit of intellect. You know, with your card being in the reverse, I just feel like, are you talking about things that you truly want to? Are you having conversations you even want to be having, or are you having them out of obligation because you can't hang up the phone? Because you don't know how to wrap it up. You can't say, like, you're just like stuck, like, oh my God, I wanted to get off the phone 2 hours ago, and here I am. Still helping this person. This person doesn't even take my advice. You know, they call me, they ask for help, I give them help, and they don't even listen. You know, like, you're just not going anywhere. And you're learning how to stop that. Learning how to walk away. Let's see what your oracle card has to say. The wishing well. Unexpected gifts. Kindness and karmic jewels. It's very pretty. I'm going to go to the book and see what this has to say, and then I will tell you how I believe it's tying into your reading. Unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. It is said that in ancient times, women would sing and whisper into wells, believing that the water would carry their messages from one corner of the world to another. This may sound like something from a children's fable, but in fact, several scientific researchers have theorized that water can be imbued with energy from our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Wishing wells are found all over the world, and they mirror to us the great reverence held by our ancestors for Earth's fresh waters. Greek mythology says that the tradition of wishing wells began through the practice of throwing coins into a sacred well of the warrior Amphiaraus, who was a renowned oracle. The wishing well is a wonderful card that carries with it great blessings, gifts, and fulfilled wishes. When it appears in a spread, it's a sign that things are happening, and that the realization of your dreams is likely to occur. Of course, any creation requires embodiment and action, so it's not a sign to stop moving toward your dreams in practical ways. Rather, it offers deep encouragement to keep going and to trust that all the groundwork you've already put in place is working. It can be a sign that helpful people are coming into your life to support you in creating your heart's deepest desires. There's a Healing Waters affirmation which says, I receive all of the gifts that life has to offer me with an open heart and an open mind. I am surrounded by kind, helpful people. Things are working out for me. I'm living my heart's deepest, most daring prayer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes, I feel like that's what you want, and you're thinking like, oh, if I give this to people, you know, if I'm the person that I want in my life, then people will be that way to me, but I feel like that's just not the way that it's happening for you. I love how it talks about, where is it? Any creation requires embodiment and action. So it's not a sign to stop moving towards your dreams. And I felt like this card was a stop. Either you're moving in the wrong direction or you're not making progress. It's a stop. Yeah, and then I love how it says it's a sign that helpful people are coming into your life to support you in creating your heart's deepest desires. But like, you've got to create a space for them. If these people are weighing you down, if they're dragging you down, if they refuse to take action, they don't want to move with you towards your goals, you know, they don't want to, like, they're just holding you back, like, we're going to stay stuck and we want you to stay stuck with us, then allow them to be stuck. Maybe they'll play catch up later on, but you've got to turn this card around. Keep moving towards your soul purpose. You can't let them stop you. What are you wishing for? What are you speaking to your wishing well? Don't give up on your dreams, but you do have to take action. You've got to embody your dream, embody your wishes, believe that they are real. Put as much effort into yourself, your own goals, your own dreams, your own soul purpose, as you do with other people's bullshit and problems. So pile 4, that concludes your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now, gems. Hello, pile 5. If you have selected, oops, this stone, this reading is for you. So I got one of my hairs here. Okay. Card number 1. They say that the hair is like an energetic antenna, you know, into the universe. So my energetic antenna was just over here swimming in that oracle card. Okay, so card 1. What am I inviting into my life right now? 7 of Pentacles. I love it. I see growth. I see progress. I see baby steps. You may not be ready to harvest everything just yet, but you're working on it. I love how she's watering this little tiny plant in her hand. And it's got all of these little magic sparkles. You know, it's like, it's going to turn into this if she gives it the love and the nurturing that it needs. I think that's a beautiful card to come up in this position. And I feel like these would be like manifesting things to happen in the real world. Pentacles are all about real life, real world issues, real world things. What is this opportunity bringing into my life? We have another pentacle. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a hard worker. The Knight of Pentacles goes slow, is very dedicated, is not afraid of getting her hands dirty. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is very loyal. I love it. I very much could see this pertaining to a job. I don't know if you're looking for a job or if you're currently working and you're looking to move up in your career. That could be a potential opportunity that's coming your way by you inviting this into your life, this hard work, this dedication, this good work ethic. How is this opportunity in alignment with my soul purpose? Card 5 in the reverse. Now, normally the 5 of Pentacles, here we have another pentacle. It can deal with a financial lack. It can deal with loss, financial hardships, things of that nature. I do see a lot of despair. Usually when this card comes up in the reverse, I do kind of get the feeling that it has more to do with spirituality, okay? If spirituality does not mean anything to you, like with this reading, then it's not pertaining to that. But this is a soul alignment check-in spread, so I'm kind of thinking like, it probably does have to do with your sense of spirituality, with your beliefs, the way that you feel. I do feel like this path you're on, this current thing that you're working on, perhaps it's a job that it could be in alignment with your soul. It could be in alignment with your spirit. Like this is something like, yeah, you know what? This is something I could hold my head up when I go home. This is something that I could feel good about myself. This isn't going to make me have regrets or really feel disgusted with myself at the end of the day. Card 4. What is my best course of action with this opportunity? Knight of Swords in the reverse. Stop worrying about it. You got this. Don't stress. I feel like you're over analyzing. You're over strategizing. You know what? It's already happening. It's already growing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep going. Keep smiling. Keep letting your light shine. When you come home at the end of the day, don't bring your stress with you. Don't worry. You're going to be okay. What lesson am I discovering in the process? Two of Swords. I feel like this would be how to make decisions that are based on your intuition. You're trusting in your gut. Yeah, like, and she's just like swirling it around, you know, like she's letting these ideas and these thoughts come to her, you know, and she's like letting them swirl around and she's weighing them with her emotions. I mean, not her emotions, she's weighing them with her intuition. And she's like, how does this feel? And she's like feeling the energy, you know, like through her hands, and like she's getting like an actual physical sensation. So I'm wondering if you get physical sensations when you're in tune, when you're really listening to your body. I feel like spirit does speak to you. The universe speaks to you. God speaks to you, whatever you want to call it. It's speaking to you when you listen, and you're learning about that now. You're learning how to be a good listener to the subtle signs, the subtle messages that are being sent to you. Let's see what your oracle card has to say. King Tide, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. I love it. And look at his body language. All of that energy is just like flowing through him, into him, out from him. Oh my gosh. And if you like look at it, this kind of looks like an energetic body, you know, and he's like harnessing this strength. What is that? Is that like is that his true self? Is that his, like his spirit, or is that his greater power? I don't know. Give me whatever it means to you. Whatever you see. But he's just like really in tune with that. So I'm going to go to the book and see what this has to say, and then I will tell you how I believe it's tying into your reading. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. An especially high tide that occurs several times a year when the moon is either new or full and is closest to the earth in its monthly orbit. The king tide swells the waters of the world. The king tide is a time of plenty and abundance. It's a time when everything seems to be at its fullest and most alive. This card delivers a message of receiving all that you've created, of opening yourself up to truly enjoy the bounty of where you are while it's here. Like in the summer, when the days are at their longest and our energy seems to be at its fullest, we're encouraged to embrace all of life with open arms, to receive wholly and fully while we can. Perhaps you've been working toward this moment for a very long time. I do see that being reflected in this card here. This is your reminder to enjoy it while it's here, to welcome all that knocks on your door, to experience all that life has to offer you right now. This is the card of full blooming flowers and the season of summer. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, lie on the soft grass, and take in the view. Do what you love and what makes you come most alive. Relish everything about this moment. What you're longing for is ready for you to embrace it. Be ready to receive. It has a couple of journaling questions which say, go ahead and pause the video, get a paper, pen, pencil, and write these down so that way you can do this on your own time. The first question is, what have you been working toward? What have you been working toward? And the second question is, how can you open yourself up to receiving it more fully now while it's here? How can you open yourself up to receiving it more fully now while it's here? I love that. So here with this this King Tide, and here with this card, like I felt like you were worrying about it, you're stressing about it, it was keeping you up at night. And this card was just like, knock it off. Stop worrying about it. It's like, it's gonna happen. And then this card being the King Tide, I feel like the tide is really closely associated with our emotions. When the King Tide comes in, kind of, you know, we also feel an energetic pull on our emotions. So I feel like not only are you coming in to a time of plenty of abundance, of being comfortable, but you're also like, along with that comes a lot of emotion, a lot of stress, because you've probably worked so hard towards this. And I feel like it would probably be really good, because your first, like this whole bottom row, it's like the foundation of your reading, is all Pentacles cards. So I feel like just doing like some sort of grounding meditation, doing some earthing, doing something that gets you out into nature, really being appreciative and showing gratitude to everything that you have in abundance in your life. There is going to be a gratitude meditation in the description, so I strongly suggest that you do that meditation too. Continue to do what you're doing. I feel like you're on the right path. You are on the right path. Maybe you weren't before, you know, maybe that's why you're like, oh, I don't know, like last time it didn't work out, or last time I just felt like crap, or I wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't what I wanted to do. My heart wasn't in it. My spirit wasn't in it. You're finally moving towards something that is more in alignment with what your soul wants. So pile 5, this does conclude your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now, gems.